Hi guys, welcome back or to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a senior advice or high school advice in general. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's video. First piece of advice is join school clubs and activities. I met a lot of really good people in clubs and activities at my school because I feel like that's where you get to experience, who has stuff that you like and who doesn't, if that makes sense. But also joining clubs and stuff really makes your high school experience really fun. So I definitely recommend joining your school's clubs or school activities. Okay, moving on to the next piece of advice that I wrote down. You're not going to fit in everywhere, and that's okay. I feel like I tried to fit in places that wasn't meant for me. So it really kind of made my high school experience a little weird, and I tried to be someone that I wasn't. So I learned from that advice. So now I'm telling you guys that you're not going to fit in everywhere, and that's honestly okay. You need to find places where you do fit in. I feel like sometimes you have to, push through hard situations to get a good outcome, if that makes sense. But in some cases also, you don't need to force yourself into a situation because it will lead to a bad outcome. So I feel like you should realize if a situation is for you or is it not. So yeah. Okay, the next piece of advice is take care of yourself. This is really important because I feel like burnout, especially with high school students and especially, going into college, going into adulting life and stuff like that, and just life in general, you can easily get burnt out. I feel like it's really important to take care of yourself while you're in high school and learn the meaning of what taking care of yourself and put in some habits into your daily life routine to help you not burn out. So yeah. Next piece of advice, I literally put in all of my high school advice videos, but it's really important, and that is focus on your grades. One thing that you don't need to do is not focus on your grades. Focusing on your grades, I personally think, is the most important thing of high school because focusing on your grades will determine, your GPA, and focusing on tests and doing this and that, the third, to better your school experience and better your grades. And yeah, like I said, this also, contributes to your GPA too. So you need to focus on your grades and try your best to get good grades. But and speaking of GPA, this next piece of advice I wrote down was work on your GPA now, not later. I cannot stress this enough. I made the mistake of not focusing on my GPA sooner. I think I focused on, truly started to focus on my GPA in my junior year of high school, which is really weird and it's not good at all. Please, while you're still in high school, please focus on your GPA. And also, the whole reason why I'm going to a community college, or I want to go to a community college, is because I didn't focus on my GPA. And honestly, I didn't really focus on my grades as much in high school. If I'm being honest with you, I had to learn all these pieces of advice the hard way. I'm generally not gonna lie. I had to, experience a lot of things to learn these pieces of advice. But yes, please focus on your GPA. I feel like a lot of people are focus on your GPA junior year, focus on your GPA this year, this and that, the third. But I personally feel like you should focus on your GPA as soon as you get into high school. Yes, of course, have fun, not stress yourself, get into high school first. But it's I feel like you should focus on your GPA because that also determines what colleges are going to accept you and this and that, the third. But in conclusion, please focus on your GPA. I can't stress that enough. Please focus on it. Okay, so the next one I wrote down is some people are going to like you and some aren't, and that is okay. Even life in general, there will be some people that hate you for no reason. There's going to be some people that, make fun of you for no reason. But the point is that you be yourself and not let them get to you. I know it can be really hard. I know that it's easier said than done to, not let those people get to you. And it's really hard to not act out when other people, hate on you and this and that, the third. But the point is that you're playing your part and you're being yourself. So yeah. This next piece of advice is put in the work, do your utmost best. I also can't stress this enough. As long as you do your best, I believe that you really will be fine. And as long as you put in the hard work and truly work to where you want to be, then I feel like your high school experience will also be really good. But yeah, moving on to the next piece of advice is study as much as you can. This was also another mistake that I made in high school. I didn't study as much as I guess as much as I was supposed to, if that makes sense. But I needed to like study. I needed to study a lot in high school, and a lot of the times I didn't. So I'm telling you right now, study as much as you can. Study for tests, study for quizzes, anything, study for it. If something needs to be studied, please study it because studying for sure pays off. But yeah, okay. Next piece of advice is don't be a class clown, please. I feel like a lot of class clowns thinks, they're, being funny. Like it's not funny, making the teacher's job harder than it actually is. Like it's literally not funny at all. Like you're fooling nobody but yourself. Like like literally being a class clown is not funny and it's not cute at all. So please, I beg of you, don't be a class clown. Don't act out just to I'm trying to say something. Just to get the validation from others. Don't act out and be a class clown. It is not cute. Okay, moving on to the next piece of advice. Try and not burn out. This is easier said than done. And trust me, I know that this is easier said than done because a lot of times in high school, I was burnt out and I tried to not be burnt out and I tried to balance myself. But ultimately, it came really hard to me and it still is coming hard to me. I'm still trying to find habits and stuff to not burn out as much. But if you do have like a burnout routine that you do when you feel like you're starting to burn out, please, or like please get one and or please share your burnout routine because like I said, I'm still trying to figure out how to not get burnout in some situations. But yeah, please try not to burn out in high school. And like I said, it's easier said than done, but please try. Okay, the next one is pace yourself and try your hardest to find balance. This is was also another hard thing that for me in high school is because I tried to pace myself during senior year and also junior year as well. I tried to pace myself and balance myself and focus on this and focus on that, but ultimately it came hard. I feel like it really honestly determines like the person, if you're good at, working through hard situations, if you're good at balancing yourself. I feel like it ultimately depends on you, but I feel like also having a routine is also plays a part as well to having balance and also focusing on other things, yet also focusing on school as well. So yeah. Okay, next piece of advice. This video is gonna be long. Anyways, next piece of advice is notice fake friends. I feel like if somebody is telling you to do something that you are not comfortable with, or you know that is bad, or you know that your parents or somebody else isn't going to like, that is not a good friend. That is not a real friend. And I feel like that was like a noticeable example. But sometimes, in some cases, it is kind of hard to notice if someone is a fake friend or not because they disguise themselves so well. Some disguise themselves so well. Like I said, it's easy. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. But if you can, please notice fake friends because they're not going to do anything but drain your energy. So please, if you have fake friends in your life, let go of them. Like, it's not worth it. Please let go of them. Okay, moving on to this next piece of advice, and I agree with this. I really do agree with this. Don't involve yourself in gossip or drama. I feel like a lot of people have this impression that if they involve themselves in drama and stuff and, involve themselves in gossip, then that's more funner. But no, I'm literally here to tell you right here and right now that gossiping and drama won't make you any more funner and it won't make your life any more funner. It's just going to drain you and it's going to drain your energy. The more fun is at is being at peace in life. That is where the more fun is at. And I feel like I'm starting to realize that as I grow up is that, having friends, having a good high school experience, going to clubs, this and that, the third, all of that, that is what makes life peaceful. And that is what I feel like is going to make your high school life peaceful as well, is not involving yourself in drama because it is truly not worth it. Okay. The last and final one is have fun. And the note that I wrote for this is high school goes by really fast, so spend your time making memories instead of being in drama. I cannot stress this enough. Literally, drama is not it's not cute. Like, please don't involve yourself in it. If your other friend is in drama, please don't involve yourself in it. Like, it's literally going to make your high school experience harder, and it's going to just make you not want to focus on your grades, and not focusing on your grades in high school is not good. So, yeah, but that was my pieces of advice. I wanted to do an emergency kit video now that I'm in high school of like what to actually pack in your emergency kit. So, I'm probably going to film that next, but I will see you guys in my next one. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, comment more videos you want me to do next, and I will see you in my next one. God bless.